On January 3, 2020, the U.S. carried out a drone strike on a convoy traveling near Baghdad International Airport, killing Iranian Major General Qasem Soleimani. Qasem Soleimani has been listed as a terrorist by the European Union. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo was a driving force behind President Trump's decision to kill Soleimani, a move that demonstrated his status as the most influential official in Trump's administration. A source said that taking out Soleimani has been Pompeo's mission for a decade. Shortly after, Iran sent a ballistic missile attack on Iraqi bases housing American military forces, which set off growing speculation about a potential response from the US. Iran reportedly targeted at least 2 military bases with more than a dozen ballistic missiles launched less than a week after the killing of Soleimani. Fortunately, no Iraqi, American, or coalition casualties have been reported. Earlier that same day, Trump had a meeting with the senior official from Saudi Arabia, Iran's nemesis, in which they talked about oil prices, security, and stability in the Middle East. Trump had also previously warned Iran against retaliating by threatening to target cultural sites, but that would be considered a war crime. I want to ask some students what their thoughts on the tensions between US and Iran are.
Basically, I think that either way, there's still going to be unrest like there has for many years. I think that a lot of the problem is just based off of the conflict that's been going on. For me to really say what I would think would happen to the people, but with what the Senate has and what the government has, I think it's safe to say that we could leave it in their hands and we wouldn't have to worry too much about it. But I think that a lot of deliberation needs to go on with what we should do over there and what's going to happen to the Iranian people, just based off of what their government has decided to do.
I think that for the people of Iran, this will result in a lot of suffering and hardship on their parts, and for the citizens of America, it'll be relatively unchanged.
How can you stop unrest without action? It's not going to solve itself. But again, we've never done a good job of appointing leaders in any other country, so it's really hard to say, because I can't say leave it alone. You can't say leave it alone, because then it'll slowly unhinge and get out of arrest. But I think that there needs to be some sort of action, otherwise nothing's going to happen. So I agree that some sort of action is needed over there.
I disagree with President Trump's actions because this option was never supposed to be on the table, and he took it on an impulse and obviously did not think through what he did.
The Iranian president said that he doesn't seek escalation or war, but will defend itself against any aggression. The U.S. House of Representatives has also voted to limit President Trump's ability to engage in military conflict against Iran.